Hi, I'm Tessa, the farm wife here at Willow Haven Farm, and I just wanted to welcome everyone to a new season of farm fresh vegetables and other great farm foods that you can get from us. Thanks so much for being members of our farm and getting market boxes from us. I hope that you will enjoy them this year. I wanted to pop in today and just introduce you to a few things that you might see in your box that you've all customized, so I don't know exactly the things that you've gotten, but here are some of my favorite things that I chose for my box this year. Sorry, not this year, this week. So I'm gonna show you and tell you what I might do with them this week. So I have a bunch of kale. This is red Russian kale. You can identify that by the purple stems. And it's leafy, like kind of like an oak leaf. And my favorite thing to do with greens is to slice them thin and saute them with olive oil and garlic and a little bit of salt. But you can get way more creative, and you can also just throw them in other things. They'll cook down, and you can kind of hide them in other foods or use them in a soup like kale sausage potato soup, things like that. So kale is a favorite of ours, and this is something that, even though it's a little tougher of a leaf in that it holds its shape when it's raw, it's very chewable and sometimes even sweet. So my kids enjoy just eating it raw, and maybe you can get your kids to do that too. Another favorite of mine in the spring, early summer is the Chinese or Napa cabbage. They grow really well. They often grow big. So this, you can see, takes up my whole torso, waist to neck. This is a typical size. So it'll give you a lot of meals, but it does cook down, and you can eat it raw or cooked. And I do the same thing. I'll just slice it across very thin and use it in a coleslaw. I love this in bok choy for the same reason, that it has a nice leafy greens, and it also has a thicker white stem that maintains its crunch for those coleslaw type salads. Now this one came out of the field. We do wash them, but you'll see that sometimes field dirt gets trapped in here. So I found over the years that the easiest way to wash greens like this that are attached firmly at the stem is to cut them and chop them the way I want them, and then put them in a colander, swish them around in water, and then cook them, or do what I'm gonna do, or spin them, or do what I'm gonna do with them. The same thing for bok choy. This is an Asian green that's similar to Chinese cabbage, but very different shape. These stems are thicker. They're more similar to celery, but not stringy at all. So I'll do the same thing as I told you with these other greens. I'll even make a fresh salad with them, and you have the two different textures, so it works really well on its own or mixed with other vegetables for a nice salad with a sweet and sour dressing. It's also great for stir frying. So any Asian food type recipes, you'll find bok choy is great, is very successful. This is watercress. Watercress is one of the very first foraged or wild vegetables to grow here on the farm, and it is cultivated in some places. So it's a green that gives you a high amount of minerals, so it's great for revitalizing your body that's starved for fresh greens and nutrition in the winter. It's a little bit of a peppery bite to it, so it's often mixed into other salads. Just chop it up. Another thing I wanted to say about the kale is that some people will, these stems are thicker, and so often taking the leaf off of the stem is a good thing to do. My shortcut is just to slice real thin till I get to where I have mostly stem, then just stop. Because these thicker stems here in the middle, they will cook. They just take a little bit longer, and then I will discard these last pieces of the stems here. That's especially if I don't have a kid there in the kitchen who's gonna strip all the leaves off for me. Now these last two are favorites of mine in the spring, early summer, fresh organic asparagus. The main tip that I have for asparagus, the worst experience for an asparagus lover or even causes you to be a hater, is to have a woody stem in with your soft, delicious, flavorful asparagus. So my trick is always to just break off that last inch wherever it is that it breaks easiest. Just let your fingers find that point, and you'll be left with just tender asparagus to cook with. Roasting, grilling, stir frying, any way you like your asparagus is amazing. And then this is the specialty this week, organic strawberries. So I'm not gonna cook these or do anything with them. We're just gonna eat them. I think this is the first time we've had organic strawberries ready for our members this early, this second last week of May, so that's a real treat. We'll have them coming in. It's first come, first serve, and some will go in preferences in June. So make sure you have your preferences set for a 5, so you can get a box of strawberries in your share, and then some will be out for first come, first serve available for everybody. So that's just a quick tour of my favorite spring vegetables here. There's plenty more that were available to come in your market boxes, and there's much more in the field and more coming from our partner farms. So I hope that you enjoy them. And if you ever have any questions, just get into our Telegram group and ask your questions. There's lots of people who have a lot of experience who can ask. You can ask how to store them, how to cook them, and what things go with what. So enjoy your vegetables this week. Enjoy these spring greens. Don't be afraid of them. It's great at this time of year to get all those healthy greens inside of your body. Don't be afraid to eat more than one vegetable per meal or per day. It's great for you. So thanks for supporting local farmers. See you again next time.